הלך מעניה, די אכלו אבטנה, בערה דמצרים, בערה דמצרים, כל דכבין יתה ויכול, כל דצריך יתה ויפסח, השטחה לשנה הבאה, שנה הבאה בערד ישראל. השתה עבדי לשנה הבאה, לשנה הבאה בני חורין. Let's try it from the beginning. הלך מעניה, די אכלו אבטנה, בערה דמצרים, בערה דמצרים, כל דכבין יתה ויכול, כל דצריך יתה ויפסח, השטחה לשנה הבאה, לשנה הבאה בערד ישראל. השתה עבדי לשנה הבאה, לשנה הבאה בני חורין.
Beautiful, Sally. Now we're going to do a Pesach song in another language. It's called Tayir Malke, and of course it's in Yiddish. That's right, Linda. And this is a very special song. First of all, I would like to say that Sally and I both grew up in Buffalo, New York. And before we listened to the Beatles, we listened to the Berry Sisters singing Yiddish in our home. So this is one of the songs that I learned. And it was written by a folk poet, a composer called Mark Warshawski, who was born in Russia in 1848. He actually, during the day, he practiced law, but in the evenings, he wrote music. And I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with his most famous song that he composed. It's actually so popular that many people think it's a folk song in Yiddish, but he composed it. Anybody familiar with what that might be? It's the Yiddish song that translates into by the fireplace. Oifen Pripachuk.
Oifen Pripachuk.
There you go, Asher. Asher knew that, right. So
yeah, but the list is hard to me.
Beautiful. So he also composed this song, Tayir Malke, which means Dear Malke. So if you would go now to your song sheets, and I'll read it in Yiddish, and then we'll translate it, okay? Tayir Malke, gesund sollst du sein. And I wish we were unmuted so you could be able to translate with me, but that's okay. Dear Malke, gesund sollst du sein. You should be healthy. Gis on dem Becher. Does anybody know what a Becher is? Can you show me with your hands what a Becher is? Anyone? I can't see all of you, but all right. This is a Becher. A wine cup. Gis on dem Becher. Fill up the Becher. Fill up the wine cup. Dem Becher mit Wein. Fill up the wine cup with wine. Next paragraph. Dem doziken Becher glanzt azoi schein. This special wine cup looks so beautiful. Hat getrunken mein Seide. mein Zayde allein. So who drank from this cup? Zaidi, right, my grandfather. And this wine cup actually is in my husband's family, and his Zaidi drank from this wine cup. Hayere Malke, gesund sollst du sein. Dear Malke, you should be healthy. Far wemmen soll ich trinken, dem Dosik in Wein. Who are we drinking this wine for? And now here comes what I call the punchline, which really shows Jewish compassion. Okay? Ich trink for meine Sonim. I drink for my enemies.
Sunny.
I drink for my enemies. Ich trink for meine Sonim. Nor zog ze nit ois. But don't tell them. Guck Tränen, ze spritzen. There's that beautiful word in Yiddish, spritzen. Look, tears are spritzen. I don't know how to translate that. Are coming out from the wine cup. Tears are pouring out for the wine cup. So what does this remind us of? Which part of the Seder? Right? The part of the Seder when we're dipping our fingers in the wine. And why are we doing that? To take away a little bit of our joy, right? So we learn here that the price of freedom is great. And the fact that we were able to walk through the sea, there was suffering from the Egyptians that followed us. So this song reminds us of that part of the Seder. And at our home, we always sing this song after we do the dipping. So now I'll teach you the chorus, okay? This is what I call the Yiddish drinking song. You go like this. Bim, bim, bam, bim. Bim, bam, bim, bam. Bim, bam, bim, bam. I hear Asher there. Asher, would you lead the bim, bam with me?
Absolutely.
Bim, bam,
Bim,
bim, bam,
bam, bim, bam.
bim, bam.
Bam, bim, bam. Bim, bam, bim, bam.
Okay, very good. I'll do the verses and everybody join in from your homes with the bim bam. And if you want, if you're close to one of your bechers, or if you want to go run and get a family becher and wave that while we're singing, that's okay. Tayere Malke, gesund sollst du sein. Gesund dem Becher mit Wein. Here we go. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Dem dosigen Becher, glanzt so schön. Und getrunken mein Seiden allein. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Ah, I see a lot more glasses there. Tayere Malke, gesund sollst du sein. Far wemmen soll ich trinken, dem dosigen Wein. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Ich trink for meine Sonim, nur sog sie nit ois. Durch Tränen sie spritzen, von Becher arois. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. One more time for good luck. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam. Bim bam, bim bam, bim bam, bim bam.
Shkoyach, shkoyach. That was beautiful. And what a wonderful story that song tells, huh? It's amazing. I love, Liz, that you talked about how how the drinking song has this message of chesed, of rachamim in it, of compassion, even for our enemies. But don't say that too loudly, right?
Right.
That's a theme of Pesach, isn't it? It's that's really the central theme of Pesach. I mean, the whole story. We talk about how God revealed God's name to Moshe at the burning bush, and that name, according to the Rabbanim, represents the attribute of compassion, of rachamim, yud hey vav hey, the attribute of compassion of God, and that's what we're really seeing through the whole story of Yetziat Mitzrayim is this revealing compassion that God has not only for the Israelites, but for the Egyptians at the Red Sea, where the angels are rejoicing and God tells the angels to stop rejoicing because his children are being killed at the Red Sea. So that message is everywhere. And especially for us, the Jewish people, bechol dor vador, in every generation, we have to see ourselves as though we were in Egypt, we were slaves. It's not just a theoretical construct. It's not like reading a book where you're supposed to actually, you taste the bitterness and the sweetness. You taste it and you sing it and you pray it and you feel it in every way. And you tell stories and ask questions. That's all about how to bring our hearts together into this state of compassion so that we too know what it was like to be slaves. Why? Because then we can look out at the world around us and be more compassionate at everybody in the world and all those who are still oppressed and all of those who still need freedom in this world. And there are still slaves in this world. Unbelievably true, but there are still slaves in this world. And there are still so many people who are under oppression and bigotry and racism and all kinds of injustices in this world. So everything comes down to compassion. And that's really what the line of the next song is. To see himself as though he were himself or herself were in Mitzrayim. So I'll let you take it from there.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים.
One more time, all together. בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים.
בכל דור ודור חייב אדם לראות, חייב אדם לראות את עצמו, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים. Thank you, everyone. everybody. It's so nice to see you all here. Wow. So we're going to move ahead in the Passover Seder, so to say. And as you know, there's 2 times in the service. We do a little bit of Hallel before we eat, and we do more of Hallel after we eat. I'm sure Rabbi Gil can tell us about this whole controversy. I'm sure it was a Hillel and Shammai thing about when we do which part, of course. So anyway, this is the second part of Hallel. We're going to do, I want to teach you a tune that I learned from friends in my program in Aleph, and I see some of my friends are here today from Aleph. And this is an Iraqi version. It's in the Baghdadi tradition, and it's very Freilachi, if you can say Freilach. I don't know how to say Freilach in the language of Iraq, but whatever. I'm saying Freilach because it sort of has that feeling of joy, and it's well, you'll hear it. So it's called Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Of course, this is one of the first psalms that we do when we open the Hallel. So the melody goes like this. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelu et Shem Adonai. Let's try that. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelu et Shem Adonai. עוד פעם. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelu et Shem Adonai. Okay, so we keep coming back to that refrain. I'll do the verses and then join me in the chorus. Hallelujah, Avdei Adonai. Hallelujah, et Shem Adonai. Yehi Shem Adonai mevorach me'ata ve'ad olam. Here we go. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelu et Shem Adonai. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelu et Shem Adonai. ממזרח שמש עד מבואו מהולל שם אדוני. רם על כל גויים אדוני, על השמיים כבודו. And hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelu et Shem Adonai. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelu et Shem Adonai. מכאדוני אלוהינו המגביהי לשבת, המשפילי לירות בשמיים ובארץ. הללויה, הללויה, הללו את שם אדוני. הללויה, הללויה, הללו את שם אדוני. נקי ממי עפר דל, מאשפות ירים אביון, להושיבי עם נדיבים, עם נדיבי עמו. הללויה, הללויה, הללו את שם אדוני. הללויה, הללויה, הללו את שם אדוני. מושיבי עקרת הבית, אם הבנים שמחה. הללויה, 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 הללו את שם אדוני. הללויה, הללויה, הללו את שם. Now I want to see you sing it. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelu et Shem Adonai. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelu et Shem Adonai. I hope you'll use that at your Seder this year, maybe. So we're going to conclude with a tune for Eliyahu Hanavi. At the beginning of the Seder, we open the door at Halachma, actually the part that Gil was talking about, that Rabbi Gil was talking about. That's the first time we open the door because we want to invite guests in. All the needy come in, all the people come into our Seder, invite everybody in. And then we open the door again towards the end of the Seder for Eliyahu. So whereas at the beginning, maybe we were looking towards the past, and now at the end, we're looking towards the future. We're looking for hope. As you know, Eliyahu represents for us hope and the sign of better things to come. So as we conclude our afternoon here with you, I want to wish all of you a Chag Pesach Sameach, a very happy Passover, and wish you all the best, good health, and may we soon be able to get together and sing together in person. I want to special thanks to my sister who joined us from Israel, and she's incredible. She's such an amazing person. Besides being my wonderful sister, she really is an amazing person for everybody and is an amazing role model for all of us.
And thank you, Sally, as always, doing wonderful things for us. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to everybody, especially to Sally, for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sally, and thank you, Liz, for joining us from Israel. You made everybody's day. Without you, I love you.
Oh, wonderful. We love you too. Mwah. And we hope you keep singing these songs.
Can I tell them how long I've known you, Asher?
Oh, absolutely.
I think I've known Asher for 30 years. 30 years. She was a camper at the JCC. And she had a little bit of hesitation in the beginning. She really missed her mommy. And she came into my office. These were back in the days when I was the director of the camp back there at the JCC. And she came into my office and wanted to call her mom. She was homesick. And we became friends. And we've been in touch since then. There you go.
And then I met you at JCC, but I've known Sally even longer.
That's right. That's right.
Liz, I've known you longer.
Well, we are delighted to always be a part of your life, Asher, and we're so glad you came today to sing with us.
Yeah, thank you all for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate
So thank you, everybody. I'm just so delighted. It fills my heart to see all my Kol Shalom friends here and to see my friends in the music world from Havana Shira and to see some family here and to see my friends from the Melton program and all these people. You know who you are. My friends from Aleph. It's just so special to sing with you all. May we all have good health and may good things come to all of us as we sing Eliyahu. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Eleinu im Mashiach ben David. Bimhera yavo eleinu im Mashiach, Mashiach ben David.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Bimhera yavo eleinu Mashiach, Mashiach ben David. Bimhera yavo eleinu Mashiach, Mashiach ben David.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Bimhera yavo eleinu Mashiach, Mashiach ben David. Bimhera yavo eleinu Mashiach, Mashiach ben David.
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Yasher Koach to Liz and to Sally. Thank you both so much. Thank you.
Our pleasure.
And have a beautiful Pesach, everybody.